Sartaba is a pointed hill towering 600 meters above the Jordan Valley. To really capture its scale, here is a view from the Adam Bridge river crossing in the valley below. From this perspective, you can see just how this fortress truly sits, looking like a conical crown dominating the entire region. This is the eastern side of the mountain. The ruins are spread across the upper slopes, positioned above a series of massive cisterns that once supplied the fortress. The steep trail, 1.3 kilometers long, climbs the eastern face. The path eventually splits. One trail continues upward toward the ruins, while the northward branch passes along the ancient cisterns. On the summit are remains of the Hasmonean fortress. King Alexander Jannaeus, 104 to 77 BC, built this formidable desert stronghold and named the site Alexandrium. It served as one of a string of Hasmonean desert castles designed to protect Judea's eastern border and secure the vital route between Jerusalem and the Jordan Valley. The fortress was utilized as a royal treasury and a final defensive refuge. In 63 BC, during Pompey the Great's campaign, the Hasmonean prince Aristobulus II surrendered the site to the Romans. Following a later rebellion in 57 BC, the Roman general Gabinius demolished this fortress, and most of its stones eventually tumbled down the eastern slope. The Hasmonean fortress was situated on an irregular, elongated summit measuring roughly 95 by 40 meters. Construction was concentrated primarily on the southern portion of the platform, covering an area of about 20 by 30 meters. It was built in 4 connected sections that narrowed from north to south. Today, only the southern end has survived, with walls still standing. These walls consist of massive ashlar stones typical of the period. These are bossed stones featuring a smoothed outer frame, the margin, around a rough, protruding center, the boss. An AI-suggested reconstruction of the fortress is shown here based on previous archaeological surveys. The site was later rebuilt by Herod the Great, who transformed the rugged Hasmonean outpost into a magnificent palatial retreat. Herod didn't just replace the fort, he repurposed it, shaving down the Hasmonean foundations to create a perfectly flat peristyle platform. However, Herod also used this isolation for dark political purposes. He imprisons his wife, Mariam, and her mother, Alexandra, here in 30 BC. Most strategically, it served as the final resting place for his 2 sons, Alexander and Aristobulus, whom he executed at Sebastia in 7 BC. Recent excavations have revealed a monumental peristyle colonnaded hall. This structure sat on the uppermost terrace, about 40 meters below the peak. It was an open-air courtyard surrounded on all 4 sides by covered colonnades. The palace featured Doric columns, unique heart-shaped corner columns, mosaic flooring, and walls decorated with frescoes and stucco in latest Roman styles. This AI-generated illustration shows a figurative view of the palace from the southeast side. The water supply system of Sartaba is considered one of the greatest engineering feats of the era. Because the fortress sits on an arid peak with no natural springs, its survival depended entirely on capturing seasonal flash floods. Along the eastern side are 5 massive cisterns, some reaching depths of over 10 meters and coated with thick hydraulic plaster. These were filled by runoff from the fortress above and from a 4-kilometer-long aqueduct. This system transformed Sartaba from a simple lookout into a habitable royal residence. With millions of liters stored in 14 cisterns across 3 height levels, the fortress could withstand sieges lasting months or even years. From the summit, you can enjoy incredible views of the region as the hill rises considerably above its surroundings. Renewed excavations began in 2025, leading to the continued rediscovery of this vital Hasmonean and Herodian site. For more information and media, please visit BibleWalks.com.